everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first video of mine you are seeing, then welcome. Before I get into trying this new makeup, I just want to thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. This is the first video that I'm filming since hitting that point because Monday's video was pre-filmed, so I just wanted to take this moment to thank you all so very much. It really truly means the world to me that you take time out of your day to watch my videos, whether you are watching them, you're subscribing, you're liking, you're commenting. It truly means the world to me, so thank you so very much. Now let's go ahead and get started on trying these new products from Sephora. So just right quick, the only thing that I am wearing so far is my Milani eyeshadow primer and then my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Top Big Lip Plumpgasm just for lip prep. That's the only two things I'm wearing currently. Now the first thing I have here, now this is definitely not new to the market. The products I'm trying, I believe they're all fairly new except for maybe two of them. So this one, I got this little look how little this is compared to my hand. It was a little sample size that you can get with points. This is from Milk Makeup. This is their Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I had gotten a teeny little sample packet of this one time and really liked it. Like, I was really impressed with how much it looks like that if you've never seen it before. But this primer has been out for a while, but I got a little sample pack of it one time and really loved it. I felt like it really did control the oils that I get in my T-zone area. So when I saw that you could use a little bit of points, I think it was like 100 points just to get this little sample size, I did it so I could have it again because I do actually really like it. It is something that I would consider purchasing. I know they make a mini. I think I would purchase the mini because I do have a lot of primers that I need to get through. It's a primer that I wouldn't mind having because I think it does such a good job. I feel like it really controlled the oils in my T-zone area. I'm filming this on Tuesday, so I wore these products Monday and then I also wore them this past weekend and stuff. There's only one product here that I haven't used yet, so I'm going to be trying that for the first time here on camera, but the rest of the products I have been testing for the last couple of days, and I really do like this primer. I don't have any new eyeshadows, so what I actually am going to do, because I have a mascara that I'm going to be, tried the mascara for the first time yesterday and was really impressed with it, so I just want something really simple on the eye so you can see the mascara. All I'm going to go in with is this right here from Laura Geller. This is her Bake, Bounce, and Brighten Powder Foundation. This one is in the shade Fair, but this is just much too deep for me to put all over my face. I'm going to try using it as a bronzer too at some point. Not today because I do have a bronzer that I'm going to be showing you, but I found that when I wore this yesterday, it made like the most pretty one and done simple eyeshadow because it's just maybe a shade darker than my natural skin tone, so I felt like it looked really natural. Like just kind of a natural slight color to your lid. So I'm going to be using it as like that going forward because it's just much too dark to be using all over my face. But you can just see the very subtle difference between the two. I just think it's just, this is something that's really easy to throw on and get out the door too if you're in a hurry. Not being too precise with it because I feel like you don't really have to. It's just really easy, simple, just to toss on and go. The mascara that I have, this is also not a new mascara at all, but it's new to me. Yesterday was the first time I tried this one. This is from Tarte. This is their Tartelette XL Tubing Mascara. This was another one that I got with points, so it is this really teeny little mini size, but I really thought this looked amazing yesterday. Let me pull out the wand. In case you are like me and haven't tried this mascara yet, I just thought that this looked so nice. It really gave my lashes length and volume. It held the curl all day. It didn't smudge or flake. I was really impressed with it, so I definitely wanted to use this again. I hadn't planned on opening this mascara right off because I do have so many over there opened, but I was really wanting to try this mascara. I'd heard good things about their tubing mascara, but I had never tried it before. This is the way that I like to try new ones. I like to use points on little small deluxe sample sizes of mascaras, and then that way I kind of know if it's something that I would actually purchase or not. And this is one that, yeah, I would definitely purchase this one. All right, let me zoom you in here so you can see. Okay, that is one coat of that mascara. I'm definitely impressed with that mascara. And it stayed like that all day long. It did not drop or nothing, and I left it at one coat. I like to apply just one coat of mascara because I feel like if I apply more than that, my curl does tend to fall, but I had no issues with that whatsoever. I love the way this looks. This is definitely a mascara I would consider purchasing the full size of. Or if they make, I don't know if they make a mini size, like a travel size, I would do that. Because that's incredible. Okay, and there is both sides done. One coat. Impressive. Very impressive. I would definitely consider purchasing that one for sure. Now, I don't have any new foundations, but I do have a new concealer and a new shade of an under eye corrector. Now, I'm going to show you the concealer by itself on one eye, and then on the other eye, I'm going to apply the corrector and concealer together so you can just see them both in action. But I will say, this under eye corrector, I've tried it. I can wear it by itself because the shade is perfect for my skin tone. And it's the shade Pale Sun from Cali Ray. This is their, it has such a long name, Hideaway Brightening and Hydrating Under Eye Serum Concealer, and this is the shade Pale Sun. I'm going to swatch this on the back of my hand. This shade is absolutely perfect for my skin tone. Once I blend it in, I don't have to put a concealer over the top of it if I don't want to. If I just want to have this and that's it, it's perfect because, let me show you. See that? It just blends right in to my natural skin tone. It is perfect. Now, I do still love the other shade I have, which is Cool Sunrise. I do still like that shade, so I will, of course, keep wearing that, but I knew I wanted to try this shade, and I am so glad that I did, because if I don't want to wear a concealer that day, if I just want to do a little bit of spot correcting with this, it's perfect for that. Now, the concealer that I got, I did finally pick up the one from Refi. This is their, I guess it's just called, well, it just says concealer, so I'm not sure if this has a fancy name, but I have mine in the shade 2. Now, it tells you to shake really well before use. I think it's kind of like maybe, I guess it's got like some kind of serum in it possibly. I've used this a couple of times now and I do like it. However, one thing that I've noticed about it, I think it has the potential to be very drying. So if you are someone with incredibly dry, I'm shaking up, if I look like I'm shaking, it's because I'm shaking this. If you have incredibly dry under eyes, I don't know if you would like this or not. I like it enough that I would tell someone to try it for sure, but I just don't know. But I'm gonna apply it with my corrector over here. Now I'm gonna blend this out before I add the concealer because I want you to see this on its own as well. Of course, I've already talked about this product. I have it in the other shade, Cool Sunrise, and I really loved it so very much. I just think that this is an amazing corrector, and it's so natural. Oh, and by the way, this is the new brush from Refi. This is their new complexion brush that they have. I did finally pick that up. If you watched my video that went up Monday, I did talk about this brush a lot in that video as well. Very impressed by it, but you can see that this is fine on its own, really. You don't really need to go over it. Not for my skin tone. I don't really have to go over it with a concealer. You can build this up. I have noticed that. So if you don't feel like it's giving you enough coverage, you can build it up, and I feel like it layers really nicely on top of itself. But I'm going in with the concealer on that side, and then I'm going to apply the concealer by itself over here so you can see it. This to me, yeah, I just want to apply a small amount because I don't know, every time I've used it, I feel like it has the potential to be very drying. So definitely make sure that you have your under eyes nice and prepped before you go in with this concealer, because I feel like it can look a little bit drying. Apply it over here. Now this is no corrector on this side, just the concealer. Might could go actually a shade a little bit darker. I do not like a brightening concealer. I just don't like that because you see that looks like, ooh. Seeing that on camera, it looks like I was outside, fell asleep with sunglasses on. So I actually could go a shade up with this because it seems to run light. Now once I apply like my foundation and stuff, it's not that noticeable. And I do have a powder today that has a little bit of a tint to it, so that'll help. But if you can look past the stark whiteness, I'm hoping you can see that. I'm sorry, I don't have one of those cameras that can zoom in really super close. I just work with what I have right now, but I think that it looks very nice. I just think that it has the potential to be drying if you use too much of it. This is definitely a concealer that I would say go in with small amounts, like work up your coverage, because I just feel like for me, it just looked a little drying. But I do like it, but honestly, it looks like it's blended in a little bit better after I kind of tapped around it with my fingers, but for a minute there, I'm thinking, oh. This is the first time I've been wearing it in front of, like, I have my ring light on the lowest setting, but because I have an open window across from me, so I do have some natural lighting, and then I have my ring light on the very lowest setting. Try to get this as true to life as possible, and seeing it with that ring light on, I can definitely see how it's a little bit much, but you know what, it's okay. Okay, I actually had planned on wearing one of my skin tints today, but I have a concealer right here that I have been wanting to try as foundation. I love this concealer for spot. Like, I have a couple of breakouts. Face has been going crazy lately. I struggle with hormonal acne and my face has been going crazy lately. I use this to cover those, but I honestly would love to see it, like, use it like a foundation. I don't know if it would work that way. I might be making a mistake, but I want to try it. And that is from Fenty. This is their We're Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. Mine's in the shade 130W. I really do like this concealer, but I just don't know if it would be one that would be good for the rest of the face, but I want to try it. Now, I am definitely going to be spraying my brush with some setting spray. This is from Rare Beauty. I only have the teeniest bit left of this, and I'm dying to finish this one up so I can have an empty. But I'm going to spray my brush with this to make sure I have some hydration. I'm going to try it. This might be a mistake, but I want to see, because some concealers, this doesn't work. They look a little bit too heavy when you do this, but I've just been wanting to try this, so I figured, why not try it with all of you here on camera? Now let's try it. Let's try it and see if it works, because it does. Let me get it all spread out, and then I'll come in a little bit closer to my mirror and see how it's doing. With as far off I am from my mirror, because it's right here, it's looking like it's blending in pretty well, but I might get up closer to it and get a little shocked by it. It looks like it's blending out pretty easily. Also, I do want to say that this brush is new as well, and I really do like this brush. I think it's nice. Now, I would never tell anybody to buy high-end brushes. I think, you know, you can find some really good affordable brushes too, but if this was something you were looking at and considering, I really don't think you'd be disappointed, because I have loved it. I've been using it every day since I got this package in the mail, and I always go over anything with my sponge because I just like to do that. I spray my sponge with some setting spray as well. This is just to make sure everything presses in, everything's locked down, and then I'm going to come in onto my mirror and see how well this looks up close, because from far off, it looks nice. Products can fool you, but I mean, I've never had any issue with this concealer, but I've never used it this way. And I've kind of gotten to where I like to wear my concealer like that, like, just, I don't know, it just seems faster, even though it's probably not. It just seems quicker. It actually looks quite nice on the skin. Go here so you can see my forehead. I'm not seeing it do anything weird unless I'm just missing some things. I'm glad to see I can wear it that way if that's the way I want to, because I do really like it as a concealer, and it's perfect for spot concealing too around my face. Okay, I'm just going to take that same Laura Geller foundation and run that on my lower lash line and apply that mascara, and then we'll move on. I have a new bronzer, I have 2 new blushes, and a new face powder. Okay, for bronzer, I picked up the new Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. And what I love about this is it does have a pump, but then you can also apply it with a doe foot applicator. Now, I like applying it better with the pump. I just feel like when I used this for the first time with the doe foot applicator, I feel like I wasn't getting enough product on the little actual applicator. So I much prefer using the pump. And this is, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is the fair shade. What this looks like. Kind of spread it around so you can see it. I am going to go ahead and give a little bit of a spoiler here. I like this a lot. Oh, this is another brush from Refi. This is their other dual-ended brush, and I really love this product from Mario. I think that it's so natural. It looks so beautiful. I mean, you can see right there how that looks. It just looks so natural on the skin. It looks like you actually, for real, went out and got like the teeniest bit of sun without being, like, you know, overboard, and I love it. It's very lightweight. So you can build it up too, but I'd like to just use one pump. Well, no, I use one pump per side because I pick it up with this brush, but I find that it's so sheer that I honestly don't know if this is a product you could mess up. I really don't. I think that this is definitely an easy product. If you are someone who is new to like liquid bronzers, I think this would be a perfect one, because I don't think you'd have any issues with it whatsoever. Now, I'm only going to bring it here because if you've been following me for a little bit, you know that I like to keep here blush and then bronzer up here. I don't really like to bring bronzer much on my cheeks. I love a really blushy look. This is beautiful. I've been wearing it for the past couple of days. Love it. Love it so much. I do want to try the new one from Say. Unfortunately, when I went to purchase this one, the shade that I would need was out of stock, and as I'm sitting here, they have not restocked that shade, so I'm going to hopefully be trying the Say one in the future. But I did purchase the new Natasha Denona palette, the golden eyeshadow palette. I did purchase that one. I will definitely be doing a review on that when it comes in. It'll probably be going up probably next Friday, so because I want to have enough time to make sure that I'm doing multiple looks and swatches and everything. So if you are interested in my thoughts at all on that palette, I will be doing a review. I cannot wait to get that palette. It looks so pretty. I have two new blushes here. The first one is a powder blush. This one's from Kosas. This is some of their new swirl blushes. This is the Blushes Life Baked Blush, and this one is in the shade Swoon. Now, I wore this one for the first time yesterday. I will pop a picture up for you on the screen somewhere so you can see what this looked like on my skin. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful blush. It's so pretty. Now, I've noticed with this shade, this is the only shade I have, there is some sparkle in this. I do see it. I don't know if the camera, let me try to, I think you can see it a little bit when I turn my hand, if you can see that sparkle. Now, that doesn't bother me, but I do want to mention that because I know not everybody wants sparkle in their blush, but there is some fine little sparkles in there. But I still think it was an absolutely beautiful blush. It looks so pretty on the skin. Like I said, I will put that picture up for you to be able to see it in action because I have another blush that I want to try today that I haven't used yet, and I'm really excited to use this one. This shade is so pretty. And that is from Lawless. This is one of their new Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Cream Blush, and this one is in the shade Angel. Look how gorgeous that shade is. I haven't even swatched this yet. I saved this one for the video. Let me swatch it and see. Oh, it's really nice. Very soft, very sheer. You probably can build it up. I wanted to show you just like a little bit of swatch, but I hadn't used this one yet, so this will be my first time wearing this one on camera. So I'm hoping that it will look really good, and I will put something right here on the screen to let you know how it wore today and go from there because I have not used this one yet. So I'm going to take this little more fluffier side of this Refi brush. I love applying blush with this brush because I feel like it doesn't pick up too much of the product. I don't know how pigmented this might be. Oh, it's so pretty. Ooh, that is so soft and delicate. Oh, it's so soft. I'm not picking up too much though because I didn't know how pigmented it would be. I know in a swatch it looked like it was pretty sheer, but when you pick products up with a brush, it can fool you sometimes. But oh, I love that. Look at that delicate flush. Ooh. I'm about to go in with a powder, so I might have to go back over the top because I will be putting a powder in this area, so we'll see, but oh, I love that. Okay, now this powder is not new, but this shade is. I picked up the one size, I think this is the, yeah, Ultimate Setting Powder. This is in the Ultra Peach shade, which I will show you. Now, if you watched my empties video, you will know that I went through a mini size of this powder in the translucent and loved it so very much. This is a new shade. This is Ultra Peach, and I love it. I love it. And it is so perfect for if you have a concealer that is just a little too light for you on your under eyes and you don't like that look personally, which I don't. It's not my favorite kind of look. I'd rather have my concealer match my skin tone. Like I can see that this looks a little bit, I find that this adds a very touch of a tint. Let me pick a little bit up so I can show you. There you go. You can see it better now. And it's such a pretty, and I love this powder. I would love to have the translucent as well, but this is a nice powder. This is one of my favorite powders. I'm going to put it over here only. Now, do you see what I mean? How it kind of adds just a very subtle bit of tint. Not anything too dark, but it makes this look a little bit more seamless. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but in person it does. And it's so beautiful. Because this is one of my favorite powders that I've used that's high-end. It's so good. I might have to go back around with the blush a little bit because I know I'm probably taking some away, but this powder is beautiful, and I just feel like it just perfects everything. I haven't done my brows yet because I knew I was going in with my powder and I just wanted to. But to me, this is a powder that is worth every penny, in my personal opinion. I don't really want to be without it. I know that I missed it. When I run out of my little mini of the translucent, I missed it. So when I saw that he was releasing new shades, I saw the Ultra Peach and I said that I wanted to try that because I feel like that would really merge the blush in with my under eye really nicely, and it does, and it's so beautiful. I am going to be adding a little bit more blush because I feel like that did take a little bit away. I'm wearing a new dress today and I just got powder all over it. Luckily it's a black dress, so it wipes away pretty, yeah, it wiped away pretty good. Now I'm going to add just a touch of blush right in here because I feel like the powder did take a little bit of away, so I just want to add a little bit back. Nothing too extreme. Okay, I'm finally going to get to do my brows now. I just wanted to wait till I did powder. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Brow. Mine's in the shade dark brown. This is the pomade one. I believe they make like a regular micro tip one kind of, but I ended up picking this one up and I really do like it. I've even gotten more used to the little brush on the other end. Just fill these in a little bit here. More so on this top part of my brow. And then for my brow gel, I'm going in with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Brow. This is just in a clear. I like to wear this on just the outer part. It doesn't have enough hold to really fluff up the beginning part of my brow like my Refi does, so I just use both of them. Kind of extra, but one reason why I'm doing that with the Refi is I'm about to have an empty with this Refi brow gel, so I just like to use it too so I can use this one up. I already have a backup of this waiting for me, but I do want to try the new one from e.l.f. I noticed when I went to Walmart that they have expanded the e.l.f. section, and they have where they're going to get the new brow gel from e.l.f. that's supposed to be a dupe for the Refi one. So I want to try that for sure. But I still love the Refi one. Even if the e.l.f. one was a dupe, I'd probably still sometime purchase the Refi one because I do like it. I don't have any new lip products or anything, so I'm just going to take this Tower 28 one-liner multi-liner in the shade Draw Me, which is this really deep brown shade, but I'm going to like keep it really soft because I don't want full pigment today. So I'm very lightly touching my lips with this. I'm going to take my finger a little bit and kind of smudge that out a little bit. And then over the top, I'm going to take this lipstick from Lawless. This is one of their Forget the Filler satin lipsticks. This one's in the shade Wedding Day. This is such a beautiful shade. I thought it would be really pretty with this deeper lip liner, and it is. That's a pretty lip combo. Okay, and there you have these new products. Not everything was new, of course, today, but I've really been loving these products. I've been using them and testing them out, with the exception of this Lawless blush, but I am hoping that that wears beautifully today because it is so pretty. I love that shade. I definitely want to look at some more shades from them because that is stunning. Hopefully it lasts longer. Like I said, I will put an update in my video while I'm editing, so hopefully that it lasts all day on me because that's so pretty. And I love this lip combo. I love the two of those together. I thought when I had put my everyday makeup drawer together that those might make a great pairing, just that little bit of a deeper liner and then go over with this. It makes a really beautiful cool tone shade, so I am really into that as well. But I do hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you will please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you are alerted to all my future uploads, and follow me on Instagram at jessicadeerly, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!